Well, welcome everybody to another episode of CEO Insights. I'm so excited today. We have Erin Rollenhagen, founder and president with Friendly People Tech. And welcome, Erin. I'm so excited.
Thank you, Catherine. It's great to be here.
You look lovely today, as always. You always look incredibly stylish and gorgeous.
Oh, well, you're so sweet. I just got to keep up with you.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Erin, I want to say, first of all, thank you for your investment in the West Des Moines Chamber of Commerce. As an investor, we really appreciate it so much. And today, we're going to learn more about Erin's business and all the great things that are happening, and also entrepreneurialism. I want to hear about your journey. So let's start with Friendly People Tech. You have an incredible company. I was reading on your website all that you do for others, and really you're trying to put humanity back into tech. Tell us more about your business and who you serve.
Yeah, so with people-friendly tech, we really felt that it was important to make sure that technology does what it's meant to do, which is make the lives of people better.
Nice.
You know, the point of technology isn't to glorify tech itself, it's to solve problems for real people. And we felt that that was an important gap in the market that needed addressed. So 18 years ago when I founded the company, there wasn't a name for user experience yet, but that was what we were doing. And we've kept right on refining that for the last 18 years.
Okay, so you started this journey 18 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, why did you start a business? Tell us, like, getting started, being an entrepreneur, tell us about that journey. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was working for someone else as a software developer. And we were doing these large government projects, and one of the projects involved creating an EHR for a government agency. And at that time, no one really thought too much about users. People thought that users ought to be grateful for the technology that they were getting and not complain. And what we saw is we worked really hard on this piece of software, and we rolled it out. And there were doctors working for the federal government who quit because they didn't want to use the software.
Wow.
And that made a big impression on me. And, thinking about how things could be done differently.
Yeah.
And I saw that in the local market in the Des Moines area, there really wasn't anybody serving those entrepreneurially minded businesses who wanted to create innovative, impactful technology.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And so did you basically quit your job and say, I'm going to do this? I've got the knowledge, the skills, let's go.
I quit my job. I was 27 and fearless.
Oh my gosh.
I quit my job. I did not know what was ahead. There was promptly a giant recession. So it was, if I'd had a crystal ball, I maybe would have picked a different a different time to do that. But it worked out. And one thing that's remained constant is that I really believe that people do want their technology to have a positive impact on the user. Yeah. They do want it to be a great experience for people. They just need to see that it's possible and achievable, and that it doesn't have to take all that long or cost all that much more.
So I think you serve people all around the nation, from what I understand. Mm-hmm. Tell us more about the clients that you serve and the industries that you serve.
So we specialize in highly regulated industries. Okay. So insurance, finance, healthcare, legal, any place where compliance and security are a top concern. Yeah. And one of the reasons that's so important is there can be this sort of tension that occurs between security and compliance and the user experience. And we're able to get in there and help make that a better experience for people while maintaining the security and compliance that's important.
Ooh, can you tell us a real life story that we could maybe kind of relate to and picture that out a little bit more? Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine that you are dealing with your insurance. Something's happened. You're stressed out. You need to file a claim.
Okay. Did that recently with my roof. Yeah.
Yep. It can be a stressful experience. And there's probably a lot of security around your insurance technology because we don't want people to break in or gain access to something that they shouldn't. But we also need to understand that users are stressed out in the moment that they're accessing that. So we need to be careful that we're not creating barriers, like trapping them in a situation where they can't recover if they've forgotten their password or if they don't have access to their email at that moment. So making sure that we have viable paths and aren't creating any dead ends for those users. So when they're in that stressful situation, it doesn't escalate to a user rage moment.
Yeah. User rage moment. Oh my gosh. So you said user experience is something that you really were at the forefront and the cutting edge of. That's really incredible. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, we didn't have a name for it.
Yeah,
We didn't
yeah.
know what it was going to become
Yeah.
when we were doing it, but it's always something that we've prioritized. And it's been really, really gratifying and really exciting to see the rise of user experience
Yeah.
and how many business owners and leaders in business are aware of the importance of experience.
Yeah.
It's a really exciting time.
Oh my gosh. So tell us about your employees and your culture and the organization that you built.
Yeah, so we have 14 employees and some shared employees as well. So our total team size is around 20.
Okay.
We are a fully remote team. So we have some Iowans on our team, but we also have people from all across the country.
Neat.
Yeah. And we really have a wonderful, wonderful team. I think this is my favorite team that we've ever had. Everybody just works so well together, so dedicated, so collaborative in solving problems and making sure things are done the right way.
And then how do you do that? I know so many people have remote teams now. How do you keep that culture and that bond between team members, even though everybody's around the country? How do you keep that culture going?
It's the little things. It's the way you treat each other every day, and being aware that in a physical office, you might have those water cooler moments. If you had a tense meeting or something, you have a chance to recover in a live moment. You don't have that in a remote team. So you have to be really aware of those interactions and make a conscious and intentional effort to make sure that everyone knows how much you value and respect them. And I think everyone on our team does that.
Yeah, a lot of communication then. Maybe over-communicate, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, since you're not there physically with each other. Yeah.
Exactly.
Picking up the phone. So what does your company look toward for the future? What does the future of your company look like? Any expansion or anything that you're wanting to progress toward?
I think that we're really excited about the work that we're doing in insurance right now.
Cool.
We're very excited about, we're excited for iOS 26 and what it means for accessibility.
I saw that on your webpage. Okay, what is iOS 26, first of all?
Yeah, so iOS 26 is the new operating system coming out for the iPhone.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah, and of course the other Apple products. There's one released approximately every September.
Okay.
And this one has gotten a lot of press. A lot of people don't like it, but one thing that we think is really great about it is it's starting to lean into the accessibility settings on the device, which we think is a really positive step forward for users. It's something we've been advocating for quite some time. So we're excited to see accessibility headed in that direction.
Okay, and what are some examples of what that might look like?
So, for example, if you have large text set on your device or high contrast or various color warmth modes, that kind of thing, all of that can carry through into the app if the app developer has taken that into account.
Oh, that's cool. If they have it. Okay, that's neat. Okay, and I know you create a lot of apps for companies. How many apps do you think you've created over the many years? Can you count that high?
I know we've launched
Speaking of
over
apps.
200 projects.
Wow.
I don't have a count top of mind about how many of
amazing.
those were specifically apps, but yeah, I know the total count is over 200.
Do you have some of your favorites, your favorite projects?
Sometimes it's the most recent one that we worked on. I do tend to play favorites in that way. But there have been some really fun ones over the years that just kind of stand out. We worked on an app for first responders to summon life flight to the scene of an accident.
Wow.
That was several years ago, but that was a really cool one to work on just because of the level of impact. Another one that was really fun, I think, for the whole team to work on was we did a revision of a children's game for Iowa State University.
Oh, cool.
We originally developed the first game over 10 years ago and then had the opportunity to revisit that.
I remember this, actually.
Yeah.
I do.
And work on teaching kids about soil and water conservation.
Yay.
Yeah.
Amazing. Gosh, so you've done so much work for so many different companies over the years.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
We've been really fortunate to have a lot of innovative, entrepreneurial entrepreneurially minded, creative clients over the years to work for.
That's incredible. So I know you're an AI expert. Talk a little bit about AI and what that means for the world, how that might be transforming everybody's business, your business. I know you know a lot about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're coming to a really neat time with AI and what it can do. I think the most obvious version of AI that most people think about is the chatbots.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that is actually people's least favorite way to obtain customer service. So it has the lowest rating as a chatbot. Okay. But there are some really exciting ways that AI is being used that people really enjoy. For example, creating an AI summary of a long document. People really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's a time savings.
Big time.
Yeah. And using AI, for example, to flag common mistakes. People appreciate that kind of help from AI. Mm-hmm. And they like chatbots too, but we have to put the appropriate safety mechanisms in place to make sure that people have the right expectations for what that chatbot can do. And we haven't oversold what the chatbot's capable of.
Do you have any, I've been asking everybody this because I'm always looking for the newest little AI gadget. Is there like an AI app or something that maybe people don't know about that could help their life in some way? I use ChatGPT all the time, mm-hmm. but I know there's a lot of other apps there too that I haven't really explored because there's so many. But is there something that you're fond of? Personal, professional?
Yeah. I enjoy Midjourney. It takes a little bit to get used to, but
okay.
It's image and video generation. Mm-hmm. If you subscribe to my newsletter, the headings that you'll see in there, the cover images are all Midjourney generated, and the videos are Midjourney generated.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so
take note, everybody. Midjourney.
Yes,
okay.
So try Midjourney. You can. It'll do a little quiz with you and learn about what you like and what you don't like, so that it can create things that match your taste.
I love it. That's amazing. Yeah. Well, Erin, congrats on all of your success, and thank you for being part of the West Des Moines Chamber. Appreciate so much. Is there anything that you want to mention that maybe we didn't get to talk about today?
One of the things I wanted to mention is just how many great nonprofits we have in our area. I think it's really special how many Iowans take the initiative to do something positive for the community. One that I want to call out that I think is just a really neat program is Grateful Giving.
Nice. Okay, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, it's a technology product started by a Central Iowan, Matt Ostanek.
Cool.
And it allows people to do micro donations recurring over a period of time and set those to go to various nonprofits, local ones, national ones, international, all kinds of nonprofits.
Grateful Giving.
Grateful Giving.
Just Google that and you'll find it. Okay.
Yeah.
An Iowan created that.
Yes.
Neat. Well, we have 60 nonprofits that are part of the West Des Moines Chamber as a member. And then think about in the region, there's so many nonprofits across the state and the region. It's, people helping other people, which is phenomenal. So, okay, we'll check that out. I love that. Well, thank you, Erin, for your time today. And everybody remember our hashtag, GoWestWDM, and Erin Rollenhagen. We appreciate you so much and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
See you soon, all. Bye.